Welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to start our new series related to CodeIgniter for a complete beginner course. In other words, we can say simple and step-by-step guide from beginners to advanced tutorial in which we are going to learn how we can use CodeIgniter and how to build a application in CodeIgniter. Introduction of this course is in this tutorial series we are exploring CodeIgniter for powerful PHP framework that helps developer build dynamic website or web application quickly and efficiently. Well, start with the basic and gradually move to more advanced topic in the creation of complete application. By the end of the course, you will be able to understand the fundamental of CodeIgniter 4, set up and configure CodeIgniter on both local and remote server, work with MVC architecture, control, model view, and more. Implement advanced features like migration, seeder filter, and RESTful APIs. Create a robust web application using CodeIgniter 4. Query model based query builder, transaction queries, what is filter, how to use it, how to work with multiple database connections, language translation, Spark CLI command, how to create custom Spark command, AJAX request, URL parameter, web page caching, RESTful API controls. So we cover all these topics in our series. So let's begin with what is CodeIgniter. CodeIgniter is a powerful PHP framework designed for developers who need a simple and elegant toolkit to create full-feature web application. It knows for its speed, lightweight nature, and ease to use. CodeIgniter follows the Model View Controller (MVC) architecture pattern, which separates the application logic from the user interface, making it easier to manage and scale your projects. Our first topic is how to install CodeIgniter in local system and remote system. To get started with CodeIgniter, you will need to install it on your local or remote server. Here is a quick overview of how to do that. Local system, download the latest version of CodeIgniter from the official website. Extract the file to your local web server directory such as htdocs for XAMPP or www for WAMP. Open your browser, navigate to your localhost / your project name folder to see default CodeIgniter welcome page. Or if you want to install the in remote system, upload the extracted CodeIgniter file in your web server using an FTP client or any other way. Configure your web server to point to the public directory of your CodeIgniter application. Access your application via your domain name. In today's session, we are only overview our course, and in the next video we are going to start a practical implementation of each and every topic. So in next video we will cover how to install the CodeIgniter in local system. After that we will cover application folder structure, means which kind of folders are available in CodeIgniter and what is the structure of that folders and applications. Once you have CodeIgniter installed, let's take a look of application folder structure. Understanding the structure will help you navigate and organize your file efficiently. First folder you find in your application is app. contain your application specific codes. It is very important folder in your CodeIgniter. Whole project is depend on the app folder. Next is public, the entry point of your application, accessible via the web. When user hit any URL on your web application, then it's go first on a public. Public folder is a entry point of your application system. The core file of CodeIgniter frameworks. It contains the necessary or very important files for CodeIgniter framework. Writable contain logs, cache, and other writable files. Test for writing unit test. If you want to test your any function methods, then you will be writes in a test. Environment variable. First, we will when we start CodeIgniter, then we set our environment variable in CodeIgniter. Environment variable allow you to configure your application setting based on your app environment such as development, testing or production. If we start with CodeIgniter, then first we will set our environment variable on development mode. So we will get if any error will be occur, then we see the error on live or we will fix that error. So create a e.env file in the root directory. Define your environment variables such as database, credential, APIs, keys, and more. Access these variables using the env function in your application. So we will cover in depth in our coming sessions. Next, very important part of MVC is a controller. Controller are the heart of the application. They handle user requests, process data, and load views. Create a controller by extending the base controller class, define method to handle different routes and applications or actions. Means in a CodeIgniter, controller are the very important part. It handle your all the request, process and data to load the particular views in your application. Next is model and its setting. Model represent your data and interact with the database. They encapsulate your database operation and provide an abstraction layer. Create a model by extending the CodeIgniter model class, define the table, primary key, and other setting. This is a given example of a basic model in CodeIgniter. So we will learn in depth how we create model and how to use model. Next, what is migration? Migration help you manage database scheme changes over time. They allow you to version control your database structure. Means if any version is updated of your database, then migration will help to update your database. Create a migration file using a Spark CLI command. Define the schema changes in the up and down method. Run migration using the Spark migration command. What are the data seeder? Data seeder allow you to populate your data with sample data. They are useful for testing and development. Means if you are beginner or you need a test data for your application, then data seeder is the best option for you. It provides some dummy or demo data to make a operation test on that data. Create a seeder file using the Spark CLI. Define the data to be inserted in the run method. Run seeder using the Spark db colon seeds command. Next is view and layouts. View is one of the part of MVC pattern or framework. View handle the presentation layer of your application. They are responsible for generating the HTML output. Means a user will be see on the screen is a view. So it is a combination of HTML, CSS, JavaScript and PHP code. So when user see any type of output on screen, that is a view. Create view file in the app view directory or use the view function to load the view form in controller. We will learn how to we create our custom views in CodeIgniter and how to load that view using controller and how we can transfer the static data and dynamic data to view. Next is route, method, group, prefix, namespace. Routes are very important in a CodeIgniter 4 because if user hit any kind of URL in your application, if that URL is not exist in your application, then they get the error of 404. And how CodeIgniter knows that URL is not available? They use to check routes. Routes define the URL pattern and map them to controller and actions. Define routes in app config and routes PHP files. Use different method like get, post, put and delete. Group routes and prefix and namespace for better organization. We will learn how to use the routes in CodeIgniter and how we can create our custom routes and how we can create group of routes in our CodeIgniter projects. Next, method spoofing. Method spoofing allow you to use HTTP methods like put and delete in form that only support get and post. Use a hidden field name method in your form. Set its value to the desired HTTP method. Means when we create any kind of form, then we will use method spoofing to get and post the data and we will make the operation like put and delete on that data. So we will learn in our further videos how use method spoofing. Next, queries, model based query builder and transaction query. They are different way to interact with the database in CodeIgniter. Model based query use the model method to perform CRUD operation, create, read, update and delete operation. Model is a one of the part of MVC. And next is query builder. Provide a fluent interface for building SQL query. We will learn how to use the query builder in our CodeIgniter 4 version. Next is transaction query. Ensure data integrity by executing a series of query as a single transactions. Next, what is filter? How to use it? Filter allow you to run code before and after your controller action. They are useful for authentication, login and more. Define filter in a app config and filter.php files. Apply filter to specific routes or globally. Means when we are trying to authenticate our user by a login or sign up, then we will use the filter. We will learn how to use filter in CodeIgniter. Next, how to work with multiple database connection. CodeIgniter 4 version allow us to work simultaneously with multiple databases. So CodeIgniter support multiple database connection. You can define different connection in the app config database.php file and use them as needed. We will learn why we use multiple database connection and how we can use multiple database connections. Next, language translation. One of the most important and advanced feature in CodeIgniter 4 is provide a tool to internationalize and localization. Means if you want your application will be run on multiple language, then language translation is the best option for you. You can create language file and use them translate your application. Create language file is available in a app/language directory. Load language file and use the lang method function to retrieve translate setting. We will learn how we can create our language file and how to load that language file in our application. Next, Spark CLI command. Spark CLI tool is a powerful command line utility that help you manage your CodeIgniter application. So it will help to create some command line operations like we can create our controller by using Spark. We run our application by using Spark CLI command. Common command include in a Spark is a Spark serve, Spark migrate, and Spark DB seeder. We will learn how we use all these command in our application. How to create custom Spark command means in further video we will learn how we can create our custom Spark command to automate our task. Define your custom class, command class in the app and command directory. Register the command in a Spark file. Next, Ajax request. CodeIgniter make it easy to handle Ajax request. You can use the input class to retrieve Ajax data and response with JSON. URL pattern. URL pattern allowed to pass the data in URL and retrieve it in your control method. Use the URI class to retrieve URL segment and parameters. Next, web page caching. Caching improve your application performance by storing the output of your views. CodeIgniter provides simple method to enable and manage caching. RESTful API controls. CodeIgniter support creating RESTful APIs. You can create a controller that handles HTTP method like get, post, put, and delete. We will learn how we can create our REST API controller in our further sessions. That's a wrap up of our introduction video. In the next video, we will dive deeper into setting up CodeIgniter on our local system and start exploring the folder structure in detail. Make sure to subscribe the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. If you have any question or suggestion, leave them in the comment below. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.